Almost had the deck slide out of my hands there. You almost have something about to slide out of your hands, Gemini. I already got an initial download coming in for you. I'm just going to eat up a little time here, give an opportunity for some people to enter in the room by doing a little shuffling of my wild cards here. We are going to be looking at the situation at hand, which is your montage moment. You got the eye of the tiger. And if you don't have it yet, you will soon. You're going to remember what you started fighting for in the first place, okay? There's something that you really have your heart on the line with here, all right? And maybe it's actually your physical heart, right? This coming in, I have to tell you, because I did get this message that some of you have been facing a really serious health challenge. And you may have almost been just sort of like throwing in the towel around it. You might have gotten back some word from your recent doctor visit that kind of like puts you in a kind of fatalistic mindset, you know, where you felt like throwing in the towel. Maybe you've been dealing with a physical health issue that's been troubling you for a while. Some of you have been dealing with serious anxiety. Some of you might be dealing with a heart issue, okay, that's just coming in. Some of you might be in a position where you know you need to adopt better health habits. You need to take better care of your health. And you're reluctant, you're reluctant to make the change, maybe because you've already tried this multiple times and it just keeps ending up back where you were before, maybe because you haven't been approaching it from the right angle. I also feel like you're dealing with a situation where you really have invested yourself in a particular direction. I feel like you got a vision. There's something that is very dear to your heart that you're wanting to manifest in reality. And I feel like you're just about to have that door of opportunity open up for you. But it requires that you get up and you get back in the fight. There's something here about being too much in a place of anxiety. For some of you, this could also be just worrying so much about even beginning the journey because you're afraid that you won't hit the mark, that you sort of hold yourself back. It can be the self-saboteur. It's sort of like where you're having that fear, the resistance around moving forward. There's something here you really need to understand. That fear is actually your opportunity to rise up into your success. Like, I feel like you're going to hit the mark, but you're being tested right now. There's a desire, there's a goal that you have. And for some of you, it's success in the business arena, okay? But I am getting big 9 of Pentacles energy. Wanting to be in that place of confidence, wanting to be in that place where, you can hold your own, wanting to put yourself out there, wanting to achieve a certain level of financial solvency and success, recognition, reward for your hard work. You may have been working really hard. You may have been trying really hard to hit a particular goal. For some of you, it's a health goal. You're wanting to transform your whole image. You've been working really hard to drop the winter weight or just get your health back in a good place. You got a scare at the doctor's office, but you're kind of struggling with it a little bit because you got certain habits that are hard for you to shed. And I feel like it's time to get up, really get up. Some of you may have even been considering taking up some kind of martial art or perhaps boxing as a way to sort of feel strong. Maybe you used to be involved in one of those sports and you kind of put it aside. You put it on the back burner for one reason or another. Maybe it's time to get back to it. Maybe it's time to go for that black belt, okay? Ooh, that wanted to split there. What's this? 5 of spades, 5 of spades, Ace of spades. Yes, you can cheat death. Let me tell you, there's still life in you yet. There's something here about being in a place where something rocked you. It might have rocked your stability. It could have rocked your sense of confidence in yourself, especially in a particular arena. I feel like it could have to do with you know, just not feeling your best, you know, maybe you've been in kind of a competitive situation. I also feel like you might be in a competitive field, a competitive market. You have some goal. You want to see some recognition for what you're putting out there, but you feel like it's almost like too much competition, or you're tired, you're burnt out. Maybe you've gotten worn out. You just can't see the way to bring something through, you know, to have that manifestation you're wanting to see, the recognition. But I feel like, you know, you're right freaking there. You just need to get in it. Like, get up, you know? If it hasn't been working to head in one direction, like, innovate, okay? It's time to do something different. You do have options in this situation, Gemini. All right? You do have options. The problem is you've been exploring the wrong ones, okay? And that's what's led to this feeling of disappointment, you know? It's also rocked your confidence. It's like investing in the wrong options, okay? But you have something here that's worth defending and worth rising up to. You're meant to rise up to this challenge because there's some pivotal moment of success you're about to achieve. I feel like you're about to be living the dream. Whatever it is you've been envisioning, whether it's like you reaching that goal, you know, some of you are involved in sports, you know, you're training, you know, you're training for your sport. You want to win that match, or you want to, you know, get the cup. You know what I'm saying? Some of you, you're really wanting to edge out the competition in a particular direction, you know. And you know that your image counts for a lot in regard to this. So I feel like, you know, some of you are really wanting to like have the whole glow up, you know. Maybe you hit a stalling point with your health goals. It's been feeling challenging, or you got some word from the doctor that just made you feel like, well, what's the point? You know, I did all this work to try to turn this around, and here I am, you know, still struggling with the same issue. But again, I feel like there's something here where you've just kind of been a little bit off in what you've been investing in or the way you've been approaching it, okay? Don't give up right now, because things are about to get into the flow you're looking for here, okay? Look at that. On the opposite side, you're dealing with polarities. It's like you're feeling like no matter how much I invest in this, how much energy I give to it, I'm not going to get where I want to go. You're becoming fatalistic here in this situation. It could be because you're dealing with people who've been sort of shooting you down, like shooting down your dream, or like I said, you dealt with something that kind of like knocked your confidence. Maybe at first you were having really good progress and then it sort of stalled out. All right, don't give up. Don't give up, because there is something coming in for you here, and you're about to like give up and throw in the towel right before you have your victory. All right. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not meant to, you know, pull out your investment in this direction. You got that 9 of diamonds coming in. Like I told you, I feel this. You're about to head into a place where you feel so in your element, where you're like, yes, I made it. I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad I stuck with it. If you've been on some kind of health transformation journey, this is the moment, like right before it all clicks. You make the change in what you're doing. You switch something up, you know? You get up off the couch. Maybe it's like approaching fitness in a new way or something, or adopting a new kind of training. And this is what finally turns everything around. This could also be like, you know, just really wanting to feel confident, but feeling like I've been putting myself out there. I've been doing all the things, you know, and I just keep feeling like I'm falling short and I'm not seeing the progress I want to see. And so you're starting to doubt like your own dream, your own vision. You're starting to think of ways that, you know, oh, I must not have gotten the memo right back there, or maybe I don't have what it takes. Like your confidence is starting to take a blow. But I feel like what you're going for here, it's like life is testing you. How much do you want it, man? And whatever you're going for here, it's definitely competitive, all right? And so it does require that you sort of like move through the fear, move through the anxiety, move through like, you know, the voices that tell you like you're not good enough, you know, you'll never be where that person is. You might be doing a little too much contrast and compare. And this is about you really coming into your own energy and understanding your own independent strength, what you offer, what you bring to the table. Some of you have a particular business aspiration. You know, this is something that you really want to invest in. And it's something that will prove lucrative for you. Maybe it's been slow in coming. Maybe you feel like, yeah, but where is it, man? I mean, I needed the money to come in like yesterday, all right? And maybe that's why you're starting to lose a little bit of your enthusiasm for it. But it's sort of like this point where you have to kind of look and go, look, I'm still here, all right? I've been making it so far. And maybe part of the thing that's been sort of throwing me off is I haven't been making time and space for my health. All right. And that's what's affecting my finances as well. Sometimes this can happen, right? You got to keep things in balance. Maybe you need to figure out a way to work smarter, not harder. You might be burning the candle at both ends. You might be too worried about the competition or comparing where you're at to somebody else. And because of that, you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. And this is what's feeding your worry. This is what's making you feel insecure. Maybe people haven't caught on to what you're offering yet. Or maybe the door of opportunity hasn't shown up just yet, but that doesn't mean it's not there. You're meant to do things differently. You have a very independent track set for you, okay? And you are going to stand out and you will be tremendously successful. So whatever you've been training for, whatever you've been working toward, whatever you've been setting your sights on, it is going to bring you success. I got health goals, you know, lining up. You finally find the approach that works best for you. It's the thing that does the trick. Where you were stalled out, suddenly you're seeing like big gains. For those of you who, I don't know, I'm getting like almost the impression of somebody who does like fitness competition. You know, I could see like bodybuilders in this place, you know. I'm also seeing this in terms of sports, okay? So it's the thing that gives you the edge. Like you're just about to stumble on that thing, but it's sort of like something's rocked your confidence. And for some of you, you're just on a very personal, like health journey. You got a health scare, something came up, it needs to be addressed. Maybe you've been taking in a lot of fear of people around you in relation to the health challenges that you're struggling with. The reality is, I think that you're going to find an approach here that's going to be just the ticket. And where you have been feeling like your health was taking a downturn, I feel like it's really going to turn around here. You're going to be looking good. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to have more energy. You're going to feel more like strong, more stable in yourself. I also feel like you're just going to find more enjoyment in your life as well if you stop pushing so hard. Okay? This is about, yes, get up and get to work, but work smarter, not harder, and explore something different here. There's a different option that's going to come in for you that will be really the thing that dials it all in, and where you've been building something financially, where you've been wanting to enter entrepreneurship, or maybe you're already headed down that track, but you're like, nobody gets what I'm offering here. I'm not getting the clientele. I'm not getting the money coming in. I'm not seeing the growth. You're just about to hit it. So don't throw in the towel right now. And in fact, it may be because you feel so pressurized and you're like, where's the money? Where's the clients? Where's the success I want to have? And you're starting to pay too much attention to what makes other people successful. That it's the thing that's burying you beneath the competition. Do you understand that there does come a point where, like, you know, things, especially, let's just side journey here for a minute, looking at business, finances, okay? There comes a point where, you know, a formula only works for so long, right? So there's a certain level of strategy for success that's been in place for a while, and it's largely what's ruling over the algorithm at this time. So you think, okay, I need to keep heading down this track. This is what I need to do in order to be successful. But the reality is, it's time to switch that up. And what actually will make you stand out is from breaking from that tradition and doing things differently in a new way. And if you're not getting pleasure and enjoyment and fulfillment out of your work, then you know that that's the missing ingredient here. Don't just go by a formula because people say that's what makes you successful. What makes you successful is doing what really fuels your fire, what you feel enthusiastic about, what you enjoy. And it's also through bringing your own voice to the table and bringing your own unique gifts to the table your way that makes you stand out. Hello, Curvy Venus. Ooh, I like that name. Very cool. Very cool. So this is the moment in the spotlight, but I can see you cheating yourself out of it because maybe you don't want to rein in some habits, or maybe you're listening too much to people that, you know, they don't know what's up. Like, they don't know what's up. You know the best way forward for you, okay? So it has to be a match for you, or else it just don't matter, all right? I'm going to go ahead and set these aside for a minute here, and I want to dive into these glow in the dark tarot cards, and we're going to get a baseline energy, although I already feel like we got a really good baseline energy there. But yeah, look at this. I'm telling you. Bottom of the deck energy. It's all there. It's all there for the taking. This like fulfillment that you're wanting, you're just about there. You know that, I think it's like a meme, and it shows somebody with like a pickaxe and they're like going for that gold, right? They're going for the gold, and they've been working, slaving it out, and they're trying to get ahead. They're trying to get ahead, and they feel like they're not getting anywhere. And right before they're just about to break through and get the gold, they give up, right? Don't do that. Don't be that person, okay? Because what you've been seeking is also seeking you. It's just been, you've been seeking it the way everybody else does, and you're not meant to go that way. You're meant to go your own way. Trust your intuition on this. You know what you're working with here. You got to trust your own gut instincts. Forget about what other people are telling you. Forget about all the shoulds. Forget about the formula, and let yourself go with what just feels right to you, because you're the one who knows what's going to find the way through here. And look at that. The Hierophant. Boom. Yes. Okay. Confirmation. This is like stamp of approval from spirit there. You will hit the mark with this, right? So leave all your troubles, all your worries, all your stresses, all the insecurities, all the naysayers, you know, all of that behind, and just trust where you're heading now, all right? Because it's going to lead you coming into harmony with that very thing that you've been aiming for all along. And look at the caduceus there, okay? So where you've been having health challenges, you are really going to alchemize this, all right? You're going to transform this, and you're going to be very happy about the outcome there. You may even have somebody to toast with, okay? I feel like you may have somebody special who does believe in you. You know, they see that you got this in you. You just need to see it in yourself, all right? So I do feel like you got somebody here that has an affinity for you. They believe you have the strength to overcome this. Could be a Leo, could be a Taurus, could be a Pisces or a Cancer, or somebody born on the Cancer-Leo cusp. All right, let's get some more details here. What is Gemini coming into alignment with here? It looks really good. It seems like it's like the activation of your dreams, man. It's what you've been working towards. But I feel like something happened recently that just sort of like, I don't know, it was a little blow to the ego. Hello, King. How are you? Good to see you. I feel like it was a little blow to the ego, and you could be taking it too hard. It could have even been somebody that you really value their opinion said something to you. You know, did you ever think that maybe that person's feeling a little insecure because they've never seen you so like gung-ho about going after a particular goal? Maybe in some way they wish that they had, you know, the courage you had to, you know, go for this thing. Or maybe they feel like if you advance, you're going to leave them behind and they're going to be left out, you know? Could be a little FOMO is what's influencing that. You really need to stay connected to your own vision, your own truth, and what feels right for you in this case, because you're about to strike it big. Whatever this is, don't give up right before the dream is about to come through. And there may have been things that challenged you, and you may continue to face some challenges, but I do feel like you got what it takes to make it through. Yeah, this is interesting because we had strength come out too, okay, here. So I brought in the strength energy. It came in on the bottom of the deck, and here is that Leo energy again. You could be dealing with a Leo. I think you got to just look that beast in the eyes and say, I got the eye of the tiger and I'm in this fight, man. There's something here that would have really intimidated you in the past. And I do feel it cropped up, okay? This is like the inner saboteur cropping up to kind of um, rock your courage a little bit, Maybe you experienced something that gave you a reflection of a time in the past when you felt insecure about something, or you were in more of a fear space, or where you let something, sort of like keep you from heading after this thing. Like for some reason you just didn't feel like you had the courage or the strength to overcome this. You do. But something recently happened that rocked this a little bit. And I feel like the only way to deal with it is to face it head on. Like, go ahead, open up those jaws and enter the belly of the beast, man, and go in beast mode. Like, come out transformed. Use it as fuel for your fire. You have what it takes to overcome this. You do. You do. Stop telling yourself stories. You have the ability to overcome this. Leo energy really strong here, okay? Look at this. Lovers in reverse. That's your energy, Gemini. 5 of Swords in reverse. This is somebody getting in your head. This is somebody or something getting in your head. It's time to get back in the game before you blow this opportunity. All right? You have the ability to go after this thing. All right, you do. And maybe you're dealing with somebody who's kind of like pulling you in two directions, or like I said, something happened that now all of a sudden has you divided. All right, we don't want you divided. We want you united, mind, body, spirit, on lock, focused on the end goal. Like you're gonna get there. I think that you may have let the competition get to you a little bit. I say stop focusing on the competition, whatever this is. Stop focusing on the naysayers and what they say is possible for you. Stop focusing on people who tell you you're going after some like pipe dream that can never be. Like, why would they have the motivation to say that to you unless they themselves don't have, the guts to go after what you're doing? They can say they have your best interests at heart. But I mean, I have to say, man, High Priestess G, you are you, all right? You know what's best for you. You know your path. You know what's true for you, right? And trust your gut. If somebody's telling you to take a certain action or approach something in a certain way, and just in your gut it feels off to you, don't listen to them. Trust your gut, okay? Trust your gut. When this came in, I almost feel like it almost came in as like an energetic attack. That's how it feels to me. It feels like almost feels like getting punched in the gut, Something knocked the wind out of you, and it knocked the wind out of your sails. And since then, you've been like getting caught up in maybe an old loop of thoughts, that held you back in the past. You don't want to do that, okay? Please don't. Please don't. Tell Gemini here why they shouldn't do that. Why they should be in it to win it, man. Because I do feel like you're going to overcome this hurdle. But it feels more like it's a hurdle that, you've taken on from a projection of somebody who's trying to be helpful. They know what's best for you here. And it's just not the case, okay? So stick with your own gut instinct in this situation, because you're about to be on the come up here. And you could really blow it, man. I could see it. You could let your nerves get in the way, your anxiety, the worries, the false worries these people have put in your head. Okay? Yeah. Yep. It's really echoing that message that came in. Yes, look, you're all up in your head. You know, you feel like you're helpless in this situation, or like you don't know how to turn it around, or you're just stuck and there's nothing you can do about it. Come on, man. Those binds aren't even tight there. You can easily break out of those, and you're kind of peeking beneath that blindfold. You know you're playing tricks on yourself. Come on. Get in it to win it with the Fool here. You're just at the start of your hero's quest, man. And you got everything it takes to make this hit the mark, right? This is your time. It's your grand adventure. It's your story. Live it out the way you want to. And it was 25:11 on the clock, 7:11 when I brought that in, all right? So you got spirit on your side here. Follow your soul's directive. Don't pay attention to these, naysayers nipping at your heels behind you because they just want to hold you back. You've already thought about the risks of this. Hello, you've stayed up late at night pondering this, thinking this over a million times. You felt burdened by this. And also, in terms of work and trying to hit the mark, you've really been overloading yourself. This is like burnout. You've been carrying too much. It's time to drop some of this stuff, all right? It's time to drop some of this stuff. And I do feel like you're frustrated. You feel disappointed for how hard you've been working, how much you've been investing, how much you've taken on. Not only do you feel totally in the dark and not understand why you're not getting further ahead, but you also just feel completely like spent. And I think you've been just trying to figure it out. Like, why am I not having that moment of like celebration? Why am I not having that moment of success? And Spirit's saying it's because you've been, working yourself into the ground and you've been not approaching this in the right way. You need to reconnect with your initial inspiration that called you to go in this direction in the first place. Because if you're not excited about it, it's never going to measure up into that celebration you want it to be. And if you feel like you're doing everything, that the experts tell you you need to do to turn your health around, if you're going toward a health goal or a training goal, if you're in some kind of sport or something like this, you got a big tournament coming up, you got a big match coming up, something like this. This is like you need to work smarter, not harder, right? If you're going to have the healing you're looking for. And this is like Spirit saying, look, there's an opportunity to really hit the mark here. But you got to think about what really makes you feel good. What feels right to you. That's what the Ace of Cups is about. It's about thinking about what fills you up. What feels good to you. What do you have to say about it, all right? That's what you really need to listen to, okay? Because if you're following everything the experts say and it's just not measuring up, there's a reason for that. It's not your way. Maybe that was their way or worked for, other people, but it just might not be your way. It doesn't mean that your way is the wrong way. So switch it up, right? Start thinking about how can I approach this in a way that it actually feels good to me. It feels right because I've been doing everything I've been told. And I'm only feeling more burdened and weighed down. It's not working for me. And you will get your new beginning. You absolutely will get your beginning. And not only will you get your new beginning, you'll also be extremely successful getting there. All right? This is you hitting the mark. This is the progression of the energy. Right? Earth sign energy there too. Okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. We also have, Aries energy there, Aquarian energy. We've got all the water sign energy on the board. Any of these characters could be factoring into your situation. Leo, really strong. Pisces, really strong. Cancer, really strong. Cancer, Leo, Cuspers, really strong. All right. But where you were wanting this moment of arrival, alignment, and maybe even somebody to celebrate it with, look, it looks like you hitting the mark, man. You got, the Four of Wands here. This is that moment of success and celebration. And you will get your flowers. You will get your recognition. And I also see that person who believes in you, has been supporting you all along. They'll be there to celebrate with you. Look at this. This is beautiful energy. We got the Knight of Cups coming in with the Ten of Cups, coming in with the Knight of Wands to the Six of Cups here. This is beautiful energy, right? So I do feel like there is also, you know, a bit of a love story here, you know. There's somebody here that really does believe in you. They're like championing you. You know, they know that you have what it takes. And this person does offer genuine encouragement here. We got strong fire sign energy, water sign energy. Again, Cancer, Leo, Cusper energy coming in very strongly. But you could be dealing with any of the fire signs too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a soulmate. And this may even be somebody that you have like a connection with from way back. Like you've known each other a long time. This person's always been in your corner, all right? And maybe this person is about to reach out to you. Like they see that in some way you've kind of like had a blow to your confidence and they're about to come forward and say, look, put an end to this crap. With the death here, okay? It could be a Scorpio too, you know? Enough of this junk. I'm tired of seeing you in this space where you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop with the 9 of Wands and you're, you know, you can't sleep, you're stressed out, you're worried sick because you just don't know how you're going to get to the other side of this thing, how you're going to make your dreams happen. And I love it, you know, because right on the other side there, we got the King of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. True pair, dynamic duo, right? So I can also see this as, aside from a love piece here, this is you coming into alignment with the right health approach. This is you coming into alignment with the right person to partner on with this goal that you have, okay? And whatever comes in here, it does lead to victory to the tune of the Ace of Wands, to the 4 of Wands there. I mean, beautiful energy, strong new action you're going to take here. By the fall, you are going to see yourself in quite a different position than you do right now. And the view is looking good. Stay on track, man. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. It's too good. It's worth fighting for, all right? It's worth fighting for. So get up, man, because your chariot's arrived to move you forward. You just need to get your heart back in it again. Get your heart back in it again, okay? Looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and get an overarching theme card for you. Let me see what I want to get in for you here. I'm going to pull in an oracle card for you. You know, this is the thing, man. Nobody puts baby in a corner, okay? So I don't know if somebody's like tried to kind of like dim your shine, right? You know, you really need to question that. If somebody's sort of, you know, throwing, you know, some dirt on your dreams, you may need to really question why and where's that motivation coming from? Should you really value that person's opinion? Especially if, you know, they're not coming forward with like any level of support or kindness, and it just feels like they're trying to shoot you down before you get your chance to rise. All right, keep going, you're just about there. Let's get these let's see, yeah, let me go ahead and get these Sacred Rebels cards for you, because I feel like that's what you're needing here. Oh, I love it. Look at the bottom of the deck for the Sacred Rebels. What do you feel? Again, Guru, G, you are you. And you got the whole world in your hands. Make it what you want to be. Activate your dreams. Stop letting these naysayers get in your head, man. Or the stories you tell yourself. Like, just apply yourself. The discipline will do you good. There's something coming in very strongly for you about training, you know, and training in a way that feels good to you, that feels good in your body. Forget what other people say about the right way to train. What kind of exercise is your body calling for? And it may help you also relieve some of that anxiety and that pent up energy. When you're feeling stressed out or frustrated, blow off some steam. You'll feel so much better. And it'll also help really clear your head. I sentience coming in with that. So I think it'll be very helpful for you, Gemini. All right? You're too close to your end goal to like throw in the towel now. I just can't have you do it, Gemini. Stick with it, okay? Stick with it. You're going to have that success that you feel like was eluding you. And for those of you who got some kind of really negative prognosis at the doctor's office where they're like, well, kind of good luck, you're just going to have to deal with this or whatever. I feel like you're going to turn that on its head, you know. There's something that you're really going to turn around here. It just requires a different approach. That's all right? And you can't go into that fear space right now because it's what's going to hold you back. The fear will be your undoing. Yes, because look, you're just about to receive. You are welcome, Pat. You are just about to receive the activation of that dream. It's coming in for you. You know, so don't stop now, all right? I know it's hard, like when you have to kind of like just trust your own way when everybody else seems to be advancing, or where it seems like you're just like really not getting anywhere and you feel like, you know, maybe you missed the boat, but yet your soul is really telling you, no, this is meant to be. It is. And I also think it's important too, you know, nourishing yourself. This is coming in. The health piece is coming in as being very interconnected. And I think that the more you take care of your health, the more it's going to stabilize you, mind, body, spirit, and just, you know, really drive this home. So let's get a card for Gemini, just as an overarching theme to help inspire them in stepping away from this read and activating their dream in their life. Yes, I love it. Yes, I love it. Look, just like I was saying, your brilliant idea is about to come in. Going beyond normal, remember? Don't follow the pack. Lead the way. Lead the charge. You're meant to be an innovator here. And you got a brilliant idea coming in here. And it's that very thing that's going to be the inspiration that leads you to the transformation that you seek. And where you're wanting what you're putting out there to reach a greater audience, where you're wanting greater reach, where you're wanting to build connections, where you're wanting that support and that growth, it's all coming in here. Really beautiful with inspiration, okay? So trust this when it comes in. It's not normal, all right? It's different. It's a different approach than you've used before, but it's a golden opportunity, and it's just about here. And it's coming in right when you're down for the count at the 11th hour, and it's going to be the thing that turns it all around. Congratulations. Thanks for dropping in with me. I appreciate you, and I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers, to the members here at the channel, to all of you show up on the lives, and all the shares. I've been noticing a lot of you have been sharing my videos, so thank you so much. I appreciate all of the support, and yeah, I want to see you win. Go for it, man. Don't let nothing hold you back. Have a beautiful evening. Take care.